live. Fingers crossed that's working. All right. Beautiful. Hey up everyone, and welcome to my live stream of my predictions for all 26 of the 2026 BAFTA predictions. Yeah, we have our BAFTA ceremony a week away on Sunday, the 22nd of February, so this is going to be my final predictions video for all the categories. I will be doing a live stream or a reactions video to the BAFTA winners next Sunday. It depends on how busy I am, but yes, please do let me know in the comment section if you would prefer a live stream or if you'd prefer a just a reactions video, a standard reactions video. I can do that as well, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you all for joining us today. Anyone that's actually watching us live, please do get involved with the chats and let me know what you think of my predictions, what you're predicting for certain categories, and yeah, whether you agree or disagree. Like, it's always fun to hear from you guys. The great thing about a live stream is I can discuss and converse with you guys in real time. So yeah, please do get involved in that chat, and I will happily bounce off you guys and answer some of your questions. I'll also do a little Q&A afterwards if there are any questions. So yeah, if you do have any questions about award season or the BAFTAs or what have you, yeah, just pop them in the chat and I will have a scroll through, and yeah, I'll answer those questions for you. But yeah, the BAFTAs this year, it's interesting because we got our BAFTA nominees after the Oscar nominees this year, but what's strange is we're also getting the BAFTA winners before the Oscar winners, so it's a little bit mixed up this year in terms of the running order. But yeah, BAFTAs are still really important to look at, guys, in terms of how we're going to predict the Oscars. I mean, a couple of years ago, 2024, yeah, out of the 18 categories that BAFTAs and Oscars had, we had 17 out of 18 match. I think the only one that didn't match up was visual effects that year. Last year, there was a little bit more discrepancy between BAFTA and the Oscars. All the acting categories matched, but out of the 18 categories that we have, BAFTAs and Oscars, I think, 12 matched last year? Like, the BAFTAs and the Oscars didn't see eye to eye on Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, or Editing. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out this season. But yeah, will the BAFTAs be more important than the SAGs? Because the SAG awards are closer to the Oscars this year. So maybe the SAGs will have more of an impact in the acting categories, or maybe on Best Picture or SAG Ensemble. Who knows? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out this year. But yeah, the BAFTAs, remember, Oscar voting commences on the 26th of February, so that takes place 4 days after the BAFTAs have taken place, so there will be some momentum carrying over from the BAFTAs, but the SAGs take place on the 1st of March, meaning that there will be 4 days of voting, Oscar voting still left after the SAG Awards this year. So any last minute SAG speeches this year will probably have an effect on how people make their votes. You know, the last minute voters, a lot of people do leave it to the last minute, to place their votes for the Oscars. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, the BAFTAs will still be important in certain categories. So yeah, I will be sort of picking some of my predictions for the BAFTAs based on what I think is going to win at the Oscars as well, because there is some overlap in certain categories, or quite consistently they match with BAFTAs and Oscars. So, but yeah, I'm going to go through all the categories. I will be logging my predictions, bear with me, on the Awards Expert app, as always, brought to us by Brother Brown, Oscar Expert from YouTube. So yes, if you guys don't have it, I'm plugging it. Please download it, it's free, it's great. Great way to, see what the community is predicting for all the awards bodies, whether it's BAFTAs, SAGs, Golden Globes, Oscars, you name it. So yeah, I'm just going to be going through all the categories as they are on the Awards Expert app. Although I should mention that with the Awards Expert app, they only have 22 of the categories on here. They are missing 4. We're missing Best British Short Animation, Best British Short Film, Best Children's and Family Film, and the EE Rising Star Award. So I will be doing those categories, but I'll do those after I've gone through the 22 on Awards Expert first. So yeah, let's get started. I'm just going to make my way down the list as they are on the Awards Expert app. And remember, please do get involved in the chat. I would love to hear what you think of my predictions, whether you agree, disagree, or who you're predicting. Like, whatever you have to say, do let your voice be heard in that chat, and I will definitely answer some of your questions as we go. So First one. First question we have from Cinematic Diva: does Jessie Buckley have a chance at BAFTA? I'm gonna say yes, but we'll get to that shortly. I think Leonardo DiCaprio has a shot here, is part because of the record tying 7 Best Actor BAFTA noms. He ties with Daniel Day-Lewis, Michael Caine, Peter Finch, Dustin Hoffman, Jack Lemmon, and Laurence Olivier. Thank you to AXR7149. That's a great fun fact. I love a good Oscars or BAFTAs fun fact. Yes, Leo has tied for most Best Actor noms, and I will discuss that in my Best Actor predictions. But yes, do love a fun fact. Keep them coming. Let's have a look. This is a must-win for Stellan to have any shot at the Oscars due to the SAG snub. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to talk about that in Best Supporting Actor. Like, Stellan needs that to win. And yes, Buckley, Chalamet, Taylor, and Skarsgård is what Aaron Kalu4308 is predicting for the 4 acting wins. So yeah, whatever your predictions are, let me know in that comment section down below. So keep them coming, guys. It's lovely to hear from you. All right. Okay, so let's start off with Best Film. Now, in Best Film, we've got One Battle After Another, Hamlet, Sinners, Mighty Supreme, Sentimental Value. This isn't a gimme this year, I will say. It could go in a couple directions. Like, the most logical pick is to go with One Battle After Another, because it does have the most nominations at BAFTA, indicating it's the most liked film. Like previous films that have had the most nominations, One Battle After Another, Conclave, they went on to win the big prize. So yeah, it makes sense to think that's going to go to One Battle After Another. Plus, Paul Thomas Anderson himself is highly likely to also win in Best Director and Best Adapted Screenplay this year. So yes, so we'll spoil it for those categories coming later, who I'm going to be predicting in those categories. So it makes sense to go with One Battle After Another, because it's hot off a DGA win as well for Paul Thomas Anderson, and also won the Best Comedy at the Golden Globes as well. But who is One Battle After Another's biggest challenger at BAFTA? I think it's definitely got to be Chloe Zhao's Hamlet, because it does have 11 nominations. The film won Best Drama at the Golden Globes as well, which was somewhat of a surprise, but it's definitely put it in the running to be a film that could maybe upset. But it's also like up for Best British Film. I think it's highly likely it's going to win Best British Film, with a lot of homegrown talent both in front of the camera and behind the scenes. So yeah, it's also this year's like big cry movie. Like it's got the emotional X factor, Hamlet. So sometimes emotion can trump like spectacle, and you know, because it's also a film about Shakespeare as well, there's a chance maybe that, you know, BAFTA might view it as something that a little bit more prestigious than, you know, going with One Battle After Another, which is sort of a stoner comedy action film. Like maybe they'll see it more a serious fare, but yeah, it's like I said, it's also highly favored to win Best British Film, and last year Conclave did win both Best British Film and Best Film period. So could Hamlet do the same? Perhaps. But yeah, could anything else win? Personally, I think any of the other 3 films would be a shocker. Although I would love to see like a Sinners surprise here. Like that would be awesome, but I'm just not sure that BAFTA are going to go for that, because BAFTA aren't really that, they're not known for making cool picks like that. And yeah, BAFTA didn't go as hard for Sinners as much as the Academy did, but it still got a lot of nominations. Sinners, it got 13 nominations, so that's not nothing. So it's definitely in the race there. And then yeah, the other 2 films, Mighty Supreme's got 11 nominations, so it is well liked, and also Sentimental Value's got 8 BAFTA nominations as well. So they're clearly well liked films. Like it's a strong 5, but yeah, Mighty Supreme, Sinners, and Sentimental Value would really surprise me if any of those films were called out as the winner of Best Film. So yeah, I think it's probably going to come down to either One Battle After Another or Hamlet, and I'm gonna go with One Battle After Another, because it seems to have the momentum, and yeah, I think this is going to be one of the years where they'll split like Best British Film and Best Film. Again, One Battle After Another does have more nominations than Hamlet does, so it is in terms of stats and tallies, like nomination tallies, it is that more liked film. That's sort of evidence we can go off of. And also, yeah, you might say Conclave won both of them last year, but yeah, Conclave was still the most nominated film that year, so it did have an edge over, say, like Honora or The Brutalist. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with One Battle After Another for Best Film, because yeah, it was the most nominated, it has the momentum, And yeah, I just feel pretty confident about that. So yeah, but if you disagree, let me know what you think. Let me know in that chat. Like, I'd love to hear what you guys are predicting. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so Celtic DW 1983 says, I really don't see Hamnet winning Best Film. It will win Best British Film. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. And then Glenn's like, Shakespeare, they're right. Yeah, it's good. I mean, we love a bit of Shakespeare, don't we, in Britain? Yeah, and everyone else is agreeing it's either Hamlet or one after another. I'm leaning towards the latter, yes. If someone else wins in lead actress at BAFTA, how do you see this category shaping up? That's a good question. We'll come back to that one when we get to Best Actress. And Carl's going with Hamnet, and Aaron is saying One Battle After Another did win big at the London Film Critics Circle. So yeah, that's true. It did have a good turnout. It won the top prize and Best Director at the London Film Critics Circle. So on our home turf as well, it's good to look at like what the London Film Critics have been picking, and also what BIFA, British Independent Film Awards, have been picking as well. So yeah, those are good things to look at as well when it comes to predicting the BAFTAs as well. It's not like exact science, but it can come in handy when you're trying to make up your mind. All right, so we're going to move on to Best Director, and yeah, we don't need to waste a lot of breath on this category, guys, because I think we all know who's going to win this category. It's going to go to Paul Thomas Anderson for for One Battle After Another. Like, every trophy, like, in this universe and every multiverse, he has been collecting this year. So Golden Globe, Critics' Choice, the DGA, like, he's got it. Like it really does feel like it's his time this year, kind of like it did for Christopher Nolan a few years ago. So it just feels like, yeah, this feels like the most gimme like category of any category this year, this award season. It just feels the most obvious. So yeah, we don't need to waste a lot of time. There's no one else here that I think really stands a chance of pulling off a shock upset, even though I'd love to see Ryan Coogler do that. But yeah, let's just move on. It's not going to be anyone else but Paul Thomas Anderson. But yeah, next up we've got leading actress. Okay, well, this is another one which is pretty much a gimme. Like Best Director, it's pretty much locked in for Jessie Buckley at this point, guys. She hasn't missed anywhere this year herself, and we don't expect her to start missing at BAFTA, her home turf. So yeah, like she's gonna win this prize, guys. It's like they might as well just send her the trophy in the post now. Honestly, like it's done. Like, let's just move on. Unless you disagree with me, there, let me know in that chat that you think it's going to be someone else. But yeah, someone was asking if Jessie Buckley doesn't win Best Actress here, what does that mean for Best Film? I just don't think it's going to happen. Like, she just makes the most sense. Like, she's like, I don't even know who's the next number 2 pick, like, after Jessie Buckley in this category. Like, I don't know. I don't think BAFTA would be cool enough to give to Rose Byrne. I don't think it'd be... Maybe Renata Reinsve, Sentimental Vibe, because it has a lot of nominations. But yeah, I don't think they're going to go with... yeah, I don't think they're going to go with that, sadly. So, yeah, maybe Chase Infinity, but no, they wouldn't do that. She's in the Rising Star Award, but it won't be Chase Infinity. But yeah, they wouldn't be cool enough to give it to Rose Byrne. Oh, she's not even nominated here, so yes. One sec. Yes, sorry, she is nominated. I'm lying, so yeah, I thought I was looking at the wrong categories then. Yeah, she is here. But yes, Jessie Buckley just feels like way out in front. So anyone else would be a gag at this point. So, but yeah, I think Jessie Buckley is just going to sweep this whole award season, guys. So yeah, I've made my piece of it. You guys should too. If you think anyone else is winning, you're probably deluding yourself. Okay, so next up we have leading actor. Okay, so I'm going to say this. If Timothée Chalamet wins the BAFTA, then that's it. I'm going to lock him in to win the Oscar at that point, regardless of what happens at SAGs, because with the acting categories at BAFTAs, like, these are very important for predicting who's going to win the acting awards at the Oscars. Like, if you win at BAFTA, it means something, okay? It's substantial. Okay, so look at, like, Mikey Madison last year for Nora, Frances McDormand for Nomadland, Anthony Hopkins for The Father, Olivia Colman for The Favourite, Emma Stone for Begonia, even Will Smith for King Richard. Like, if you win the BAFTA, then your chances of winning go up massively, okay? Like, your chances of winning the Oscar, go up massively. So yeah, if Chalamet does win the BAFTA, then I'm pretty much certain that he's going to just go all the way and win the Oscars, which is what I want to see. I want Chalamet to win. He's my pick of the 5. But I will say, there is still this teeny tiny bit of doubt that if there's anywhere he is going to miss, maybe it would be BAFTA. Even though, yeah, he's collected all the prizes so far. Golden Globe, Critics' Choice. He also won Best Actor at the London Film Critics Circle as well. So, yeah, he's got the odds in his favour, but there's just something about Chalamet and Marty Supreme where just like, will BAFTA pull a surprise here and give us something unexpected? Like, I think maybe, is it partly because of like age bias, because Chalamet is still quite young, or is the fact that the marketing for Marty Supreme has just been so aggressive that maybe it's turned some voters off? Perhaps, like, those are like the little like cloying factors that are like gnawing away in my brain. I'm thinking, is that enough to like, maybe they go a different direction over BAFTA? Maybe they'll go with Leo because he's, 7-time Best Actor nominated at a BAFTA. He's won once before for The Revenant. Maybe they'll give him a second one. Or would they, and also he's in the best film with the most nominations. And then you've got some people saying like Ethan Hawke, he's like really overdue for some recognition and he's just exceptional in Blue Moon. But yeah, he is literally the only representation for Blue Moon at BAFTA, so it seems less likely. I think the others, like Michael B. Jordan, Robert L. Romeo, and Jesse Plemons, are just happy to be here. I don't see any of them winning it. But yeah, the two of it, if Chalamet's going to have a challenger, it probably would be DiCaprio or Ethan Hawke. But the reason I think Chalamet still has a slight edge over everyone is because he, why do I think he has an edge? The reason I think Chalamet has a slight edge over everyone is because I don't think as awards pundits can form a clear consensus on who's number 2 for the Oscar. Like, some people think it's Leonardo DiCaprio, some people think it's Ethan Hawke, some people think it's Wagner Moura because he won the Golden Globe, but he's not here at BAFTA, and that's sort of like has like cleared the pathway a little bit more for Timothée Chalamet to win here and then just keep that momentum going and win the SAG and win the Oscar. So yeah, I think that does give Chalamet just a slight edge over everyone else. I don't think he's miles out in front of everyone, but I do think he is ahead. So yeah, I think he does have a lead over everyone. So that's why I'm still going to be predicting Timothée Chalamet to win the BAFTA, but there is still like a little part of me that thinks, oh God, is it gonna happen? But yeah, I'm going with Chalamet. Do you guys agree? Do you let me know in that comment section if you think Chalamet is going to win Best Actor at BAFTA, because I do have a little bit of doubt on it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Timothée Chalamet for Best Actor at BAFTA. Okay, so let's move on to Best Supporting Actress. Okay, so yeah, this one's interesting because it could go a couple ways. This one. Because right now on the community tab in Awards Expert, Inga Ivzala-Lilias is the front runner. Like, most people predicting her. She's got 65% of people predicting her. Then Tiana Taylor's got 26%, and Wunmi Masaku is at 8%. So yeah, I think out of those three, it's probably going to be one of those, so, to say the least. But yeah, with Inga Ivzala-Lilias for Sentimental Value, this does feel like the type of performance that BAFTA would acknowledge. With Tiana Taylor, she has the Golden Globe win. She's in the film with the most nominations at BAFTA, so she does kind of have momentum on her side. And then Wunmi, I guess, is sort of like the dark horse of those three because she is in a beloved film, Sinners, but also she does have like sort of home turf advantage in a sense because she's Nigerian British. So maybe like there's enough support from like local voters to like want to pick her and support her. So yeah, I feel like it's going to come down to one of those three. Now, logically, going by momentum, Tiana Taylor does make the most sense because she did win the Golden Globe and she gave that dynamite speech. So if she does win the BAFTA, then I will probably predict her to win the Oscar. I feel like, the die has been cast at that point. It feels like she's solidifying her status as the front runner at that point. Like, she only does have the Golden Globe win. So if a challenger does emerge here, then it's going to be more exciting going into Oscars night. But yeah, Inga, I think, could win here. Like, she does, like I said, there's just something about the performance that feels very BAFTA-esque. Like, sometimes you just know when you're like watching a film that BAFTA are going to favor, and Sentimental Value does really feel like that. And it's a very, like, it's a weirdly, quietly captivating, scene-stealing performance. So yeah, I could see Inga maybe winning here. And the fact that Elle Fanning, her co-star, is not in this category with her means that she's not running the risk of splitting votes with like her co-star here. So yeah, and a lot of you guys at home think that she's gonna win. But yeah, do let me know, chats, who's winning Best Supporting Actress, because I feel like this is up for discussion really. But yeah, I think yeah. Oh, but yeah, with Romney as well, like she's just so quietly captivating as well in Sinners, and like Sinners still got a lot of BAFTA nominations. It got 13, and if they wanted to acknowledge one performance from Sinners, then Wunmi would make the most sense, I think. More so than Michael B. Jordan, for sure. So, yeah, maybe Wunmi could pull off a surprise win here, but she hasn't really won any major precursors prior to this. Well, she hasn't won any major precursors, I should say. So there's no evidence to suggest that she is going to win here. But then also, Inga as well also hasn't won any major precursors either. So it's the same argument for her. It's just more of a hunch. So it's like, do I go with the hunch, which a lot of people seem to be feeling is the correct way to predict this category, or do I go with sort of the stats and the evidence that's already there? And I think, I feel like Inga's actually more of the risk to take here because she hasn't won anything yet. But I think I am going to play this one safe and actually say that's going to go to Teyana Taylor for One Battle After Another, because I do think One Battle After Another is going to win one acting prize at least, and I think she makes the most logical sense out of all the options. Maybe like you can make an argument for Leonardo DiCaprio or Sean Penn, but yeah, Teyana seems to make the most sense because of the Golden Globe win. With what was I going to say? With Inga, she could win here. Like I could definitely see it happening, and I will say this. If you watched my top 20 rankings of all the Oscar nominees this year, Inga came very high on my personal ranking of all the Oscar nominated performances this year. Like, I think she came top 5. And out of all the Best Actress nominees that we got this year, she's the one I would actually want to see win the most at BAFTA and the Oscars. So I'm actually kind of personally rooting for Inga more than anyone else. But I'm going to go. That's the thing. That would be me voting with or predicting with my heart. Here I'm predicting with my head. So I'm going to predict that it's Teyana Taylor that wins Best Supporting Actress. That's just purely based on the fact that she's got the momentum. She's in the film with the most nominations, and she has, you know, a Golden Globe win. That's more than what Inga has at the moment. But part of me really wants to see her win because the BAFTA. I mean, because if she does win the BAFTA, then it's going to really make things more challenging to call on Oscars night. Like, it's going to be more of an open race going into Oscars night. And that's way, way more exciting to predict something really hard than something, you know, that's a gimme. I love it when the race isn't clear. I love it when you're not sure who's going to cross the finish line at the Oscars. So, yeah, I'm kind of hoping that Inga does pull off a surprise win at BAFTA. If I say surprise, a lot of you guys think it's going to happen, but yeah, if she does win, that's amazing. It's going to make the rest of the award season race a little bit more interesting for Best Supporting Actress. But yeah, I'm going to stick with my initial gut feeling, which is that I think Teyana Taylor will continue her sweep. Let's say sweep. We'll continue her win streak of post Golden Globes. So yeah, what are you guys saying in the comment section? I don't know about Inga winning. It says Celtic DW 1983. Teyana could win, but then there's Womney. Yeah, okay, my thoughts exactly. Aaron Kello 43. I think it's probably Teyana. She won the Golden Globe, which does show international support. And One Battle After Another is probably winning Best Film. Very good, yeah, I agree. And Cinematic Diva, does Buckley have a chance? Buckley has every chance. Yeah, it's the Best Actress. And there's another place to award sentimental value in an acting category as well. That's a very good point as well. Like, will BAFTA feel the need to give out 2 acting wins to sentimental value? Maybe. Like, they did give 2 acting wins to Banshees of Inisherin, and that's another film as well. It's like, you could kind of tell BAFTA would go for Banshees of Inisherin, especially the acting performances. Sentimental value also sort of fits into that bracket. Like, just you kind of see it being more to the BAFTA's collective taste. So yeah, maybe they would give 2 wins, like 2 acting wins, like they did for Barry Keoghan and Kerry Condon for Banshees of Inisherin. But yeah, will Inga and Stellan repeat that? Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, we're going to jump into Best Supporting Actor now. So that was a nice segue there, so thank you very much. But Matilda0410 says, Wumney or Teyana are winning the rest of the season. Oh, interesting. I mean, I'd be keen. I mean, I'm not going to be unhappy if Tiana wins. Wumney would be a really wonderful surprise, though, because, yeah, she's just not won anything substantial yet. But like I said, there's definitely a case for her to win a BAFTA. But anyways, I'm predicting Tiana Taylor, guys. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, if you want to follow me on the Awards Expert app, you can just find that's my handle at lukehearfield. It's the same across all my socials. You can find all links to my socials in that comment section down below. So, yeah, just click there. You can find my Awards Expert. BeReal, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you do your socials, that's where you can find me. So yes, done the plugging. Now let's move on to Best Supporting Actor. Bear with me. Okay, so this one is also a little chaotic, and it's important, this category as well, because this category is key in terms of like who I'm going to be predicting for who's going to win Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars, because Stellan Skarsgård has won the Golden Globe for this. Jacob Elordi won the Critics' Choice Award, and Stellan Skarsgård's not nominated at the SAG Awards. So someone mentioned before in the chat that if Stellan doesn't win the BAFTA, then his chances of winning the Oscar seem really slim. It's definitely going to hurt his chances of winning because he's not going to win the SAG Awards. So he's not going to have any last-minute momentum from a really good SAG speech, is he? So he kind of does need to win the BAFTA in order to like sort of maintain momentum and all that going through to Oscars night. So yeah, Stellan Skarsgård is definitely. I'm predicting Stellan is the thing. Like I think he's the performance that they will get behind because he is highly respected. He's a veteran. He's been in the business for over 50 years. Kind of overdue for some recognition as well, and he really is wonderful in Sentimental Value, and he's got sort of that momentum going on from the Golden Globe win. He gave a lovely speech too. So yeah, I think I'm going to be predicting Stellan Skarsgård for this category, but there could be a chance we see like a surprise, because like at number 2, a lot of people have Paul Mescal. I can totally see it. Mescal was snubbed at the Oscars, so sometimes you think, oh well, would people at BAFTA, his home turf, would they be more sympathetic to the fact that he was snubbed and maybe give him some rally behind him, because he really is beloved here, Paul Mescal. Like nobody has a bad word to say about him. Like he's just so beloved, and maybe he could rally enough people behind him to give him a surprise win here. Also, like him with Jessie Buckley being the front runner for Best Actress, if she wins the BAFTA and he wins Supporting Actor, just comes as a nice pair. Seeing Agnes and Shakespeare winning together, and you can certainly see BAFTA maybe going for that type of thing. But I'm not quite sold on him winning, because yes, that Oscar snub definitely did hurt him a lot. So I don't feel confident about him. And then there's Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, but the thing is, the BAFTAs, they just aren't cool. Like they don't go for like cool performances like Jacob Elordi's mostly silent performance as the creature in Frankenstein. Like it's a shame. And I know he got the Critics' Choice Award, but that's the thing. Critics do often pick a cool win like that. It's like giving Train Dreams Best Cinematography. So I'm just not convinced they're gonna go for Jacob Elordi. As much as I'd like to be proven wrong and see it happen, I don't think it's happening for Jacob Elordi this year, sadly, no. And then you've got the 2 boys from One Battle After Another, Benicio del Toro and Sean Penn. I mean, when people first saw One Battle After Another, a lot of people thought Sean Penn was going to be the front runner this award season, but it's just, I feel like people are like, well, he's had 2 wins, like, does he need a 3rd Oscar win? So he just doesn't seem to be really, like, taking off or catching fire, like, as a front runner this year. And yeah, and I think also him and Benicio sort of splitting votes as well within their category. And then, is it Peter Mullen? I think Peter Mullen, he was a surprise nom for me, so I think he's just happy to be here. So it's nice that he's in the bunch. So yeah, I do think Stellan has the edge here, but maybe there's room for a surprise, but I feel pretty confident that it's going to be Stellan Skarsgård, and if it is him, then I'm going to feel a bit more secure in predicting him to win the Oscar, because he's not going to win the SAG Award, but someone else will win there, and that whoever wins the SAG Award will be the main challenger for Stellan Skarsgård going into Oscars night, because whoever wins the SAG Award is going to have 4 days to capitalize on those last-minute voters to pick them. If they give a great speech, maybe they'll sway last-minute voters to vote for them. Who knows? So, because we know it's not going to be Stellan Skarsgård at the SAG Award. So whoever wins at the SAG will probably be, Stellan's biggest competition on the night at the Oscars, if he wins the BAFTA, Stellan. But, let's have a look here. Let's answer some of your questions. Because of the must-see requirement, I still think Sean Penn is not completely out of it. Yes, indeed, like they do have this new rule, you need to watch everything before you can vote. But we'll see how that comes into play. I feel like if one of the guys from BAFTA Nova or Jacob wins, things could get interesting, but if Stellan wins, it's over. Yeah, well, not over, but it'll make me feel more secure in predicting him to win the Oscar. I do not think Mescal wins a BAFTA will give Paul the British Triple Crown, BAFTA Film, BAFTA TV, and Olivier, and will be the youngest ever person to do this at age 30. Oh, you're saying not going to happen, but yeah, is he 30 now? Is he like Charlamagne's age? Yeah, but you're saying you're not thinking it's going to happen and win the Triple Crown. That's fair. And then Aaron Kello 4308 says Sean Penn did win London Film Critics' Choice Circle, but Stellan Skarsgård was not nominated there. Yep, that's a fair point. And I pointed out that on another YouTuber's live stream yesterday, and he flipped out on me, but it's not common sense. If Stellan doesn't win BAFTA, he's not winning the Oscar off the globe alone. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Loving all these comments in the chat, guys. Please keep them coming. Absolutely loving this. It's really nice to talk to you guys in real time and bounce off of you. All right, so next up we have Best Original Screenplay. And this one is actually quite tough because last year the BAFTAs did throw us a curveball with this category. They gave it to A Real Pain, when like Nora and The Brutalist were right there, but they still didn't go for either of those, which really does lend credence to the idea that this might actually go to Sentimental Value, which is the #1 pick for a lot of people on the Awards Expert app. It's 73% of you guys predicted winner here. So yeah, I get it. Now, I want to see Sinners win this because out of all the nominees here, it's the one that fits the bill best of originality. For me, anyways. Like, I think it is the most original of all the screenplays here. Like, just what it's just such a genre fluid film. Like, it's a horror, like a gothic western, like folk horror, a drama, quasi-musical, thriller. Like, there's so much it's got so much going on. Like, and it really ran the risk of like collapsing in on itself, trying to juggle too much, but it's just everything harmonizes so beautifully in this. So yeah, I can't really compare Sinners to anything else in terms of like, it's really a one-of-a-kind, a unique film. But the thing is, with the BAFTAs, I'm not sure they're going to go for it because they don't always feel inclined to give it to the film that's all about America. Because last year we had both The Brutalist and Nora like in this category, and they still went with A Real Pain. And I know A Real Pain is an American film written by an American writer, but it's set in Poland. It's all about the Auschwitz and all that, and it's the themes resonated with people at BAFTA as much as they do America. So yeah, they could have gone for something like The Brutalist, which just screams America, and Nora. I mean, both Nora and The Brutalist are kind of like about the American dream, aren't they? But very different films. But yeah, they didn't go with either of those films, even though they were more likely to win at the Oscars. They kind of just did their own thing in this category. And because Sinners itself is also really rooted in like, American history, and it's also a genre film as well. And again, the BAFTAs aren't cool. Like, sometimes they just don't go for the cool wins. It's so annoying. So I don't know if they're going to be inclined to give it to Sinners. Like, it does feel like it makes more sense for them to go for Sentimental Value. Like I said, it feels more like a BAFTA pick, Sentimental Value, like Banshees or whatever. But yeah, it does feel like Sentimental Value is more a cup of tea than it would be across the board. Because I do think Sinners is going to win Best Original Screenplay at the Oscars, but I'm just not sure BAFTA are going to follow suit. That's the annoying thing. I think the safer pick is to go with Sentimental Value. But I do want to take a risk from time to time, and I kind of do. There's a little part of me that thinks Sinners can still pull it off. Like, it does still have 13 nominations, okay? Like, I know it's not as loved as, One BAFTA Another, which isn't in this category, I know, but the fact they've still got 13 BAFTA nominations is something, okay? They clearly still do like it, and if they like it enough to give it 13 nominations, then you'd think they would give it a win somewhere. I mean, it's probably going to win, like, score, I know, but yeah, I feel like they might just be cool. Yeah, the thing about Sinners, the thing that's really hard to ignore about Sinners is just it's such a one of a kind. Like, it's so unique, and it played so well, like everywhere. Like, people did really respond to it, and I know it is more of the American pick. But yeah, there's still part of me that thinks, because it's so one of a kind, and Ryan Coogler is just a legend for creating this film, that maybe they'll just be cool and go with Sinners. But again, I'm not confident on it. So yeah, it's tough. Like I think if you're coming to me for advice, you probably are better off predicting sentimental value. That feels like the safer pick. But I don't like going with the crowd on every pick. Like I like to take a risk from time to time. It's way more exciting, and this is just a hunch. So yeah, it's me relying on the BAFTAs to be cool for once, and I want them to be cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be bold and take a risk in this category and say Ryan Coogler does win the best original screenplay. Also, something that's just sort of popped in my head. American Fiction did win Best Adapted Screenplay a few years ago, and that was the American movie. So that's making me think maybe they will go with Sinners as well, because it's not that they don't always not go for the American movies, or the movies that are really about America. But yeah, Sinners is just, it was such a massive movie this year that I can't ignore that. And it does have more nominations than sentimental value, so yeah, I might be wrong. But yeah, let me know in the chat. What are you guys predicting for this category? Celtic DW says, I hope Sinners wins. Sorry. Sorry, Aaron Kello 438 says, it's either Sinners or Sentiment Divide, but I still think Sinners would probably take the Oscar. Yeah, agreed. Let's have a look. Celtic DW 1983 says, I hope Sinners wins, but you just never know at BAFTA. Is very true. And then Aaron Callow 438 says, even BAFTA gives it sentimental value. I could see Oscars giving it to Sinners as a way of rewarding Ryan Coogler. Yeah, I feel like Ryan Coogler needs a win, and screenplay makes the most sense. Glenn says, I can see Sinners at the Oscars, but definitely not BAFTA. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's a gamble I'm taking, but sometimes it's fun to gamble. And then Cinematic Diva, doubt it, as Paul Thomas Anderson is kind of now or never situation as far as wins are concerned. And also, I don't think it's the type of movie that wins screenplay. Well, Paul Thomas Anderson or Sinners? I'm confused by that one. But yes, cool thing. It's nice to know that other people are torn on this one as well. But I think, yeah, I'm going to take the risk and go with Ryan Coogler for Sinners, which, yeah, I don't feel good about it, but yeah, I don't want to follow the crowd in every category, so I'm going to go with Best Original Screenplay goes to Ryan Coogler for Sinners, but yeah, I may come to regret that choice soon enough. Sorry, my iPad's being so slow. Okay, right, so next up we have Best Adapted Screenplay, and just like last year, thankfully, Best Adapted Screenplay doesn't feel as hard to call as Best Original Screenplay, because yeah, this feels like it's going to go to Paul Thomas Anderson again for the one battle after another, because he has been sweeping all the screenplay prizes as well this year. He's got the Golden Globe, he's got the Critics' Choice, and yeah, and he's probably going to win here. It just feels like it's his time. Like in Critics' Choice, they mix them, so it's both adapted and original in the same thing, so in the same category, and he still came out on top. So yeah, I think this is Paul Thomas Anderson's. Is there anyone else that can pull off a surprise? I mean, I love the screenplay for Battles of Wallace Island. I think it was such a well-written script, and I can see that resonating with a lot of British people, but I don't think it's going to win, sadly. I feel like if the film were to cause an upset, it would be Hamnet, because it's the biggest of the movies that are in the category. But yeah, I feel like Paul Thomas Anderson just makes the most sense. It's pretty logical. So yeah, I feel pretty confident on that. So yeah, I'm going to go with Paul Thomas Anderson for Best Adapted Screenplay. But yeah, do let me know in the comment section below if you disagree with that. Okay, so next up we have Best Casting, my arch nemesis. Oh, guys, if you've been watching my channel the last few years, when it comes to predicting the BAFTAs, I am absolutely useless when it comes to this category, because this category has been in existence for 6 years, and I have correctly predicted the winner 0 times. I have not once got it right. So if you're coming to me for advice on this category, then you are sorely misguided. Yes, just leave now. But yeah. I always hate predicting this one, because it never goes the way that I think it is. I've not been able to look at the past 6 years and ascertain what it is they're looking for here to acknowledge. But the last 4 years of this category, it's gone to a film that's the Best Picture nominee at the Oscars. So we had Anora, The Holdovers, Elvis, and West Side Story. And also, all of those winners for Best Casting did have one solo BAFTA acting win. So with Anora, we had Mikey Madison. With The Holdovers, we had Devangela Randolph, supporting actress. For, what was the next one? Elvis, we had Austin Butler win the BAFTA for Best Actor. And we also had Ariana DeBose win the Best Supporting Actress BAFTA as well. So is that something? I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's actual evidence, but it's the only thing that I can really latch onto and sort of like go off of. But yeah, with my current predictions for the BAFTAs, especially the acting categories, I've got Timothée Chalamet winning Best Actor. I've got Teyana Taylor winning Best Supporting Actress, and I've got Stellan Skarsgård winning Best Supporting Actor. So if I'm going by that logic, then it sort of indicates it would be one of those three, either My Supreme, One Battle After Another, or Sentimental Value. But Sinners did win Best Casting and Ensemble at the Critics' Choice Awards, which means I can't completely rule it out, and I think a lot of people would predict Sinners as well here, but this is tough. I think I can rule I Swear out because it's not nominated for Best Film or Best Picture, and I don't think it's going to win an acting prize apart from, unless you count like E.E. Rising Star Award for Robert Romeo. I don't think that counts, right? So I'm going to rule I Swear out. I think it's probably going to be either one of those. It's going to be one of those four. That narrows it down, Luke. But I'm trying to see if I rule out the consensus actually on. Bear with me. The consensus. Oh, for God's sakes, this iPad is so slow. Bear with me, sorry guys. So yeah, the consensus on the Awards Expert app is One Battle After Another. 67% have gone with that, and then 20% are predicting Sinners, 6% for Sentimental Value, and 5% for My Supreme. Oh, this is tough. The consensus is One Battle After Another. As much as I want to see it go to Sinners, I'm going to rule it out because I think it's more of a SAG Ensemble win than it is Best Casting, if that makes sense. Like, I think it probably will win SAG Ensemble, but I think it's for casting. Yeah, I don't know if it's more of a standout for the actual casting of it. Like, the ensemble's great, but the casting, I'm not so sure. And then with Sentimental Value, it has such a phenomenal ensemble. Like, the cast chemistry is amazing. Like, it's really a quartet of performances that they had to get right. But yeah, is that more just the ensemble I'm thinking of than the actual casting of those roles? I'm not sure. But then My Supreme, Jennifer Venditti did such a wonderful job of like casting such an array of different like faces and body types, like with distinct features and all that. Like the people in this movie really look like real life people, which I really loved. Like that's really good casting. Plus Chalamet is also sort of giving off that like Austin Butler energy, you know, and Elvis, like just a really like just a real career highlight performance, you know, from Timothée Chalamet. So yeah, that's kind of making me lean now towards My Supreme. Oh, and that's like fourth on the list. But that's the thing. I think I can afford to take a risk in this category because it never goes the way I think it's going to go. That's the thing. Like, it's always gone a different direction. So yeah, one day my hunch is going to be right, and I'm going to stick to it with those categories. So I'm still going to go with my hunch, even though I don't feel secure in it. If you're unsure in this category and you're looking to me, again, I think you're being very foolish, but you're probably best off going with the consensus, which is One Battle After Another. But now I just have a feeling about My Supreme, because like it's a film where there's one central piece of casting, which is Chalamet. Okay, that is, you know, it's the glue that keeps the film together. But all the other casting, the ensemble, I really respect the casting because like Venditti wasn't like relying on a lot of big names to like fill out this world. Like you've got Paltrow and you've got Zion and the guy that plays the pen guy, Kevin O'Leary. But yeah, everyone else in this world just feels like very inspired picks because they all have such very distinct features, and I really like that. It's, like casting details like that really make the world feel lived in My Supreme. Yeah, and I can kind of see if Chalamet's winning Best Actor, and maybe I can see this getting casting because like kind of feels like an Austin Butler win or a Mikey Madison win. So yeah, okay. I'm going to take a risk in this category, guys, and I'm going to go with Marty Supreme for Best Casting, which is not the popular choice on the app here. Now, do let me know in this comment section, like the chat, because this is a tough one. Let me know what you're predicting in this chat. If you can justify why you're picking your pick for this category, maybe you'll help influence me, and maybe I'll change my mind, but I'm going to go with Marty Supreme, because just those reasons I mentioned before. But yeah, casting feels... oh my god, Nick Messer Film says, I'm calling Marty Supreme for casting. Oh my god, I'm not the only one. Feels so much like a BAFTA pick. Thank you. Oh good. I just came to that conclusion on my own just there, but it's nice to see someone else is picking it. There we go. Let's have a look. Regarding Oscars for casting, Hamlet is the one movie I'm looking out for, says AXR7149. And then for Afro Angola says, I'm confident Sinners will win a few BAFTA awards, even if it's a very American-centric film. The category that really interests me is Best Supporting Actress. Can Tiana really win? Yeah, I think she definitely can. She's got the momentum, so I think she can win, even though it's a small performance, it's an impactful one. And then Cinematic Diva, his version of awkward comes across as someone who is not very public speaker, so it feels naturalistic. Is that me? I am very awkward, aren't I? So I think you're referring to me, so yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if BAFTA just gives Sinners best score. Cool. But yes, I want to know casting, guys. Please let me know who you're predicting for this category in the chat, because yeah, this is a tough one to call. I've never gotten it right, so if I do get it right this year, then bragging rights. Finally, I can earn my clout in that category. But yeah, I'm going with Marty Supreme. It's not the popular choice on the Awards Expert app, but yeah, it's just a hunch. And I reached it for my own conclusion. So yeah, but do let me know if you've got any theories or ideas as to who you think's going to win casting in the comment section. Lovely. Oh wait, Matilda says casting typically correlates to an acting win. It will be either Marty Supreme or one BAFTA, depending on whether Leo or Timmy win. Oh, there you go. So yes, just what I said. Usually there is one solo BAFTA win that comes along with casting. Okay, Best British Film. We don't need to waste too much time on this category. It's most likely going to go to Hamlet, because it's the only film of these 10 that's nominated for Best Film, and it also has the most nominations of anything else here. It's got 11, like it's way out in front compared to everything else. So yeah, I think you'd be foolish to vote for anything but Hamlet, because Hamlet also has a chance to win Best Film as well. So yeah, Best British Film is going to go to Hamlet. Next up we have Best British Debut. Oh, a lot of people were shocked when Harris Dickinson's Urchin didn't make the cut for this category, which I think definitely helps clear the pathway for Harry Lighton to win for Pillion. I think it is going to be Pillion. This one as the one I had picked out in my brain months ago as going to be the one in this category, because it won a prize at Cannes. It also did very well at BIFA. It won Best Film there as well, and yeah, it's also got the most nominations of any of these 5 films at BAFTA, because it's also nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, and it's nominated for Best British Film as well. So yeah, it's just stat-wise, it's a little bit higher than everything else. If there was a film to maybe surprise here, My Father's Shadow maybe could pull off a surprise win, because that film has been surging in the UK recently. I've seen it's been popping up a lot in my feed. A lot of people are talking about it. So maybe it's had a nice late surge, and maybe some voters might, I've been won over by it, and might give it their vote. But yeah, also shout out to Wasteman. Wasteman is an incredible film. So at the LFF. And yeah, if that won, I wouldn't be upset. But yeah, Pillion, I think, has the most going for it. So yeah, I'm going to predict that Pillion wins Best British Debut. So next up we have, non-English language film. Give me 1 second, because my iPad is so slow. Sorry, it's just taking forever. All right, non-English language film. So this category, we have 4 neon films. Sentimental Value, It Was Just an Accident, Secret Agent, Sirat, and we also have The Voice of Hindu Rajab, not a neon film. But yes, it's either going to come down to The Secret Agent or Sentimental Value. The only reason I'm humoring The Secret Agent is because it had won the top prizes for international films at Golden Globes and Critics' Choice. So it does have the momentum, but Sentimental Value is the most nominated film out of all of these. It's got 8 nominations. It's up for Best Film. So my sort of rule is if it's up for Best Film, then it's gonna win in Best Non-English Language Film. Okay, it's the overlap. It's weird to bet against it. So yeah, maybe The Secret Agent could pull off a surprise win here, but Wagner Moura wasn't even nominated for Best Actor at BAFTA, so it doesn't it doesn't suggest that it's going to win here. So it feels like this is where Sentimental Value will claim its first big win, and then it'll probably be more of a battle going into Oscars night who's going to come out on top, because yes, I'm still here. With Brazil's entry last year, that managed to defeat Emilia Perez. Can it do the same thing again with Sentimental Value at the Oscars? The Secret Agent, I mean, maybe. But yeah, I'm going with Sentimental Value, which I think is the consensus pick on the Awards Expert app. Okay, so next up we have documentary. Bear me 1 second. Oh wait. Yes, I did that. Best documentary. Lovely. All right, it's a little split on the Awards Expert app, because The Perfect Neighbor has 44% people predicting it to win, and Apocalypse in the Tropics has 46%. I've not seen that one. But yeah, I'm going to go with The Perfect Neighbor because it has the Netflix backing. Its subject matter is very timely, what with the hostility that's going on in America right now. And it's also got an editing nomination at the Critics' Choice Awards. So yeah, it's getting nominated in other categories elsewhere. Shows people are watching it. And it also won Best Documentary at the London's Film Critics Circle as well. So yeah, it just feels like it's the type of movie that more voters will have seen, I'm guessing. So yeah, I'm gonna go with The Perfect Neighbor for Best Documentary at BAFTA. So next up we have, bear with me, animated film. And like I said, K-pop Demon Hunters wasn't eligible at BAFTAs, so we only have 3 picks here anyways. It's Zootopia 2, Little Amelie, and Elio. I'm going with Zootopia 2. It feels like the most logical pick because it made the most money. Most people have probably seen it. Whilst it's a family film as well, like it still has like really adult themes in it as well. So, and it's Disney as well, so it's got that Disney backing. I know Elio's Disney, but it's Pixar, and it's just didn't seem to make as much noise as other Pixar movies. Zootopia 2 has done very well, so I just think it's the film that most people will have seen. So yeah, Zootopia 2 is what I'm predicting for Best Animated Film. And then we've got, cinematography. This category is a banger this year. We've got Sinners, One After Another, Mighty Supreme, Train Dreams, and Frankenstein. Yeah, I'd be pretty much happy with any one of those winning. Like, they're all so good. But it's actually quite tough to see who's going to win. Currently, Sinners is the consensus pick on the Awards Expert app. It's got 68% of the vote. One Battle After Another has 17%, and Train Dreams has 10%. Personally, I really want to see Train Dreams win this the most because, I do want Train Dreams to pick up a win somewhere. And the cinematography in Train Dreams just really slaps you in the face. But yeah, with BAFTA, the last few years, they do typically tend to agree with what the Oscars go for, and the last few years, they've really been sort of favoring the sort of big, majestic, cinematography. I could see One Battle After Another winning this. I could see Train Dreams winning this for the same reason. Sinners, though, I do love this cinematography in Sinners. It gives that film so much atmosphere, especially when you're in a sawmill. It's got that lovely tinge to it, and it's just, I love the cinematography in Sinners. So I'd be happy with that winning either. They're all so worthy, and I have to pick one. I kind of do want to see them go for Train Dreams. Train Dreams also did win it won the Critics' Choice Award for cinematography, which was such a cool win. Go Critics' Choice, that was a really well-deserving pick, but I'm just not sure. Will BAFTAs follow suit with that? Because, Train Dreams it's not nominated for Best Film, whereas One Battle and Sinners are, so that sort of does mean they're a bit more out in front, Sinners and One Battle, but you just can't ignore how good the cinematography is in Train Dreams. It really is just so substantial. It's the thing that I think of immediately, that and Joel Edgerton's performance, but yeah, it's the thing that I immediately think of, great cinematography. It's just so beautiful and orgasmic to look at. So yeah, this one I'm really torn on. I'm not actually sure who's gonna win it, and it's tough. I'm happy with Sinners winning it. I'm happy with One Battle winning it. I'm happy with Train Dreams winning it. I'd be really happy, if Mighty Supreme won it as well. But yeah, it's a question of who do I think will win it, and that is this is hard. I do want Train Dreams to win something, but would BAFTAs be cool? Like I said, BAFTAs aren't that cool sometimes. I mean, they were cool enough to give The Zone of Interest a win for Best Sound, and that materialized in the Oscar win. Could they be cool and give Train Dreams a win for Best Cinematography? It's just Joel Edgerton's also not nominated for Best Actor. It's kind of all this film's got, but if it just won cinematography, that would be such a cool win. I'd be so happy with that. But yeah, Sinners and Bob After do kind of make more sense. But yeah, do I go with the consensus? God, I kind of want to take a risk on this one too and go with Train Dreams, but I don't know. Again, it's just that whole will BAFTAs be cool? I don't know if they will. But again, also One Battle After Another was shot on Panavision cameras as well, which is so unique, something we don't get a lot of as well. Oh god, this really is tough. I'm honestly not sure which way it's gonna go, guys. So if you're looking for me for advice, best thing is to go with your gut and trust your instinct. Because I'm not sure, honestly, I'm not sure on this one. Like, it could be Sinners, it could be One Battle After Another, or Train Dreams. I honestly don't know which way it's gonna go. So I feel like I'm just gonna take a risk here and say Train Dreams wins here, which I know might be foolish. Again, let me know in the comments or the chat. Sorry, what do you think is gonna win cinematography? Because this really is a tough one. It's such a stacked category this year, and I don't think there's a clear pick in this one. Even if Sinners is the consensus choice. But yeah, I can see any one of these winning, really. I feel like the one that I wouldn't see winning is Frankenstein, maybe. But yeah, Train Dreams, there's just something about it. It's got something really special about it that I think might just be in enough voters' minds that, okay, we'll give it something. We'll give it that win. But yeah, it's a bit of a foolish pick because One Battle After Another and Sinners are up for Best Film. So they're going to be the films that are fresher in people's minds because they've really been watched. And so I'm gonna take the risk and go with Train Dreams. But yeah, do let me know in that chat below what you're predicting for for Best Cinematography, please. Okay, so next up we have Best Editing. So yeah, with editing, normally editing and the sound category come hand in hand. And I'm feeling that F1's going to be a strong contender to win in Best Sound. So logic dictates I should go with maybe F1 because, you know, it's a vehicular movie. There's a lot of driving sequences that are very flashy, and like often in this category, you know, the bigger editing does win, the more flashier editing. So F1 does have a chance to win here, but I think I'm still gonna go with One Battle After Another for this one because Andy Yergesen did something amazing with One Battle After Another. Like, he made like an almost 3-hour movie feel like 2 hours. Like, it feels so much shorter than it is, and that's because of how good his editing is. It feels so concise and so snappy and punchy, and it's just like One Battle After Another could have easily fallen apart if the editing wasn't good. So, and because it's like sort of a front runner for Best Film as well, often Best Film and editing are sort of tied together as well. So that's why I'm sort of leaning more towards One Battle, because it's just more of a prestigious pick than F1 is. And I feel like BAFTA will probably be a bit more hoity-toity and want to give One Battle After Another the win for editing. But if F1 does win in editing, I totally get it. I understand. So I'm going to predict One Battle After Another for Best Editing. And then next up we have... Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so we're on to like the crafts now. And production design. I feel like this is a nice, easy one. I think this is going to go to Tamara Deverell and Shane Vivu for Frankenstein. Out of all the nominees here, Frankenstein has the most sort of grandiose, like really fantastical sets. The production design is amazing. Like, it's really detailed and elaborate. It's like it's production design that really stands out, you know, leaps off the screen. So yeah, I think it's a nice, easy one. I mean, I know Hamnet has the Globe Theatre and all that, but that's really all that film has in terms of like really impressive production design. So I'm gonna go. Also, Marty Supreme did an amazing job of turning actual New York into 1950s New York. Well done, Jack Fisk and Adam Willis. But yeah, I think they're going to go with Frankenstein here. So I'm predicting Frankenstein wins production design. Next up, we have costume design. And again, sort of the same argument I made for production design is that Frankenstein has the most elaborate, you know, fantastical sort of costumes of the bunch, I think. I mean, you can make an argument for Wicked, but Wicked won last year with Paul Tazewell. In fact, Paul Tazewell showing up here was a nice surprise because I didn't think it was going to happen again. So, but yes, I don't think they're going to feel the need to award him twice. I'm going to go with Kate Hawley for Frankenstein again. Just everything that Mia Goth wears in that movie is just so beautiful and bold and elaborately constructed, and just, yeah, it's a real showcase of costumes, that movie. So yeah, I'm going with Frankenstein for costume design. And then, sorry, every time I go back, it just takes me back to the top, and I have to scroll down, and it's just so slow, my iPad. And then we've got makeup and hair. Again, we're going for the triple whammy here with these crafts, because I think Frankenstein is also going to win makeup and hair because of all the prosthetics that we use to turn Jacob Elordi into the creature. Like, it's just a real, it's a real showcase of, like, prosthetic work and stuff. And yeah, he's also nominated for Best Actor, Supporting Actor, sorry. So yeah, sometimes there's like a nice tie-in with a performance. Could something else win here? No, I feel pretty good about Frankenstein. It makes the most sense because yeah, the Smashing Machine's not here. So yeah, I feel like the Frankenstein makes the most logical sense. It's also no, it's fine. I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, if you disagree with me on any of those like crafts, production design, costume design, or hair and makeup, do let me know in the chat, and I will respond shortly. Okay, so next up we have bear with me, best visual effects. Okay, it's going to Avatar: Fire and Ash. Let's move on. And sound. Okay, so yeah, sound, as I mentioned before. I'm gonna go with F1 because it's a vehicular movie, and typically with sound they like loud, noisy movies, and because it's all about Formula One racing cars, there's a lot of emphasis on the sound in it. But yes, I don't know if it's locked in. Like I could see something showing up here. Like I think the sound design in Sinners is amazing, especially like when there's music involved or when they're dancing in the sawmill. Like it's the sound really punches through. But even like one after another, there's also great sound in that as well. But yeah, I feel like F1 it's more to what they usually would go for. So I'm gonna go with Formula One wins best sound at BAFTA. Yeah. Next up we have. Oh god, I hate how slow this iPad is. All right. So we're on to the last category of the awards expert app, but then I'll do the other 4 categories afterwards. So next up we have best original score. And I'm going to go with the score that I think was most essential to the story of the movie that it's in, and that is Sinners. Like, the music in Sinners is such a key part of the story. So, and like, Ludwig Göransson just like what Ryan Coogler's doing with genres, what he's doing with like different types of music, mixing together in this is just, it's so avant-garde and so unusual and so bold and like, unlike anything you hear. Like it's really a one-of-a-kind type of score, and I think, yes, even though Ludwig won for Oppenheimer a few years ago, he's going to collect another one here, and I think it's very much deserved. So yeah, I'm predicting that Ludwig will win for Best Original Score for Sinners. Okay, cool. So now we need to... Oh yes, let me go back to some of your questions that we had before I jump in. So... casting typically correlate. Yeah, we did that. Okay, so Eva Pillion and My Father's Shadow. That was for Best British Debut. One BAFTA, another one BSC. I think Oba takes the BAFTA. Cool will truly win the BAFTA award for Best Actor for his performance as Mighty Brain. A consensus victory. I sense Zootopia could win. I guess you can go with British Cinematographer Society win, which was one BAFTA or another. Yeah, that's something to lean on. I totally forgot about that. And then we've got one battle after another for sure, right? Says Glenn. I want Sinners to win, but I want a feeling it's one battle after another. I'm not sure about Train Dreams. Yeah, Sinners. I'm happy with any of those films winning Sinners, winning cinematography. But yeah, Sinners could definitely win. Train Dreams is just like a hunch, and I like taking risks. So yeah. Frankenstein likely takes production design, costume and makeup. Agreed. Hamnet could possibly, if they do love it. I'm guessing that was for. Maybe costumes or production, I'm not sure. And then Sinners probably takes score, could be the only award it wins at BAFTA potentially. Yeah, maybe it could. I mean, there's definitely an argument for casting for Sinners. Maybe sound, but yeah, it might be that it just wins the one award. But I'm also predicting it to win Best Original Screenplay, which I know a lot of you think is ridiculous. But yeah, I'm predicting Sinners to win at least 2 at the minute, which is score and original screenplay. But yeah. You do you guys. But yeah, do keep it involved in the comment section. Alright, so now we need to discuss the 4 categories that aren't on the awards expert app. So the first one is Best Children's and Family Film. Yeah, it's kind of easy to default to Zootopia 2 in this category because like Wallace and Gromit last year, that won both animated film and children and family film, so they're not averse to giving the prize to the same film. So yeah, because it's made the most money and it's made the most noise out of those four, I think it probably will go to Zootopia 2, but maybe there's an argument for Arco. It's just I don't think a lot of people have seen. Well, I don't think as many people have definitely seen Arco, and I feel like voters probably definitely have taken their kids to see Zootopia 2, so they probably have been exposed to it and have liked it. It does have, like I said, adult themes in it. So yeah, I'm going with Zootopia 2 for best children and family film. Then we've got best British short. I've gone with Majid / Zafar because it's very British centric, that film. It was also was very well received at the London Film Festival, and it also won best short at BAFTA. So that's the only reason I think it has an edge over everything else. It's because it won at BAFTA. So that's why I'm going with Majid and Zafar. Majid / Zafar. And then we've got best British short animated film, and I've gone with Two Black Boys in Paradise because maybe I'm biased because it's queer centric, but yeah, the film is very touching and quite hopeful, and also it was nominated for best short at BAFTA as well, and I think that's given it a teeny tiny edge over the other two nominees in this category. But I did like Cardboard, so I wouldn't be upset at that one. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Two Black Boys in Paradise. And then the last category we have is the EE Rising Star Award. I have gone with Robert Aramayo because, for one, he's English, and 99% of the time, this award does go to homegrown talent. And out of all the homegrown talents nominated here, he seems to have the biggest profile, in my opinion. And he's also nominated for Best Actor, which I think does give him a slight edge as well. And I know you can make the argument that Chase Infinity is nominated for Best Actress, the BAFTA, but yeah, she's not British. So I feel like between Robert Aramayo and Chase Infinity, the Brits will get behind the homegrown talent, because this is the only award that is chosen by the British public. Like we place votes, we phone, we text in for who we want to win. And yeah, typically it goes to someone who has a big profile, big following, or is in the biggest film. So yeah, because he has a BAFTA nomination, like a solo BAFTA nomination for Best Actor, I'm going with Robert Aramayo. Okay, cool. So that's all of my predictions for the 2026 BAFTAs, guys. Yeah, do let me know in the chat, in the comments, what you think of them. Like, am I being crazy in them? Am I being foolish? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Whatever you have to say, let me know. But I am going to do a quick Q&A now before I leave. I'm actually off to see Wuthering Heights tonight with some friends, so I can't stick around too long. But yeah, if you've got any questions you want to ask us, now's the time to pop them in the chat, and I will quickly scroll through your comments and I'll respond to them. But anything about the BAFTAs, anything about the Oscars, award season, pop them in here now. This is your chance to chat with me, like, live. So if you want to ask me anything, pop it in the comment section. So I'm just going to scroll back and see the previous comments. So let's have a look. I want Sinners to win. Frankenstein likely takes time. Hamlet could possibly, if they do love it. Sinners probably takes score. Could be the only one award it wins at BAFTA. Okay. Max Richter absolutely robbed in score. we got a fan for Max Richter winning for Hamlet, but yeah, I still think it's going to go to Ludwig Göransson for Sinners. Cool. I'll give you a few minutes if anyone's got any questions. Pop them in there now. If not, I'll sign off. But yeah, those were all my predictions for the BAFTAs. I do think One Battle After Another will probably be the biggest winner of the night. But who knows? Maybe Sentimental Value could have a good windfall. Maybe, I mean, Sinners I'm only predicting to win 2 at the minute, but that might be more than some people are actually voting. But predicting it to win. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if it pulls off a win there. And yeah, I'm also giving 2 wins to Mighty Supreme for Chalamet winning Best Actor, and also Best Casting, which is just a hunch, but I'm not confident on it at all. Oh yeah, guys, if you want to see all my predictions for all the different awards bodies, BAFTA, SAG, Oscars, you can find me on the Awards Expert app. You can find us on @lukehearfield. That's my profile name, so you can follow us there if you like. Oh, someone's just given us a tip. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you very much. Elio Fan 2008. Oh, that's very kind of you. I hope Zootopia 2 beats K-pop Demon Hunters at the Oscars. Oh, that's lovely. Well, as much as I actually do prefer K-pop Demon Hunters personally, I just think it's a bit more original than Zootopia 2, which, while it does explore some different ideas, I do I just like the surprise of K-pop Demon Hunters, and it's always nice when something unexpected comes out of nowhere and wins, because like Netflix just kind of like dumped K-pop Demon Hunters on the streaming service. Then it just kind of caught fire and like became this really cool success story. And then they like, oh, we might have a winner on our hands, guys. We should put it in the cinemas so it can be qualified for the Oscars. So yeah, I'm happy that K-pop Demon Hunters is probably going to win the Oscars, but. Yeah, I don't think Zootopia 2 will win the Oscar, but it's nice that you're supporting it. I think K-pop Demon Hunters probably will win, sadly though. Let's have a look here. Do you think Timothée Chalamet has the best actor BAFTA and Oscar in the bag, asks Afro Angola. Not exactly. I know he's sweeping the award season. I know he's got the Critics' Choice and the Golden Globe. He also won the London Film Critics Circle, which bodes well for him at BAFTA. But yeah, there's, like I said, there's just a little part of me that thinks if he's going to miss anywhere, it might be BAFTA, but I'm still predicting him to win the BAFTA, and if he does win the BAFTA, then I'm going to feel very confident about him winning the Oscar and the SAG. So, yeah, if he can win the BAFTA, then I think it's signed, sealed, delivered to Timothée Chalamet. But if someone else presents here as a challenge, Ethan Hawke, Leonardo DiCaprio, it's going to be a bit more of a nail biter going into the Oscars. So, whilst he does feel like the front runner, I don't feel as secure in him as I do Jessie Buckley for Best Actress, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I do think he's got the best shot, but yeah, I feel like there's still just a little bit of doubt that maybe something will happen, something will surprise. But yeah, I'm still predicting Chalamet currently for BAFTA and also the Oscars and probably SAG as well. So yeah, not so much in the bag, but adjacent to the bag. When is BAFTA and are you doing a live stream, asks Glenn. BAFTAs is next Sunday, the 22nd of February. It depends on how busy I am. I will either be doing a live stream of the BAFTA winners. The problem is they're on the telly like half an hour later after they've been announced. So like the winners get revealed on social media anyway. So I will decide. I mean, you can let me know in the comments or the chat. Would you like to see me do a live stream to the BAFTA winners, or would you just like me to do a recap video, reaction video, shortly after the winners have been announced? Because I can do either or. But yeah, I might do a live stream. I might do a recap reaction vid. So yeah, but let me know your preference. If you enjoyed the chit chat, then let me know if you want me to do the live stream. I can do a live stream. It's fine. Yeah, and then we've got. Aaron Kalu 438 says, if Skarsgård wins BAFTA but Penn or Del Toro wins SAG, who would you predict for the Oscar? If Skarsgård wins the BAFTA and Benicio del Toro, Sean Penn wins the SAG, I'm gonna go with still Skarsgård. I feel like there's more. I feel like BAFTA means more personally. I feel like I know SAG's actors and actors make it the biggest branch of the Academy, but yeah. Just like I said previously, like if you win the BAFTA, it means something. Like Emma Stone did for Begonia, Mikey Madison did for Anora, Olivia Colman for The Favourite, even Anthony Hopkins for The Father, or Frances McDormand for Nomadland. Okay, like they all won the BAFTA, and then went on to win the Oscar as well. Like even though there was another challenger there that seemed like maybe the more likely pick. So yeah, I feel like Skarsgård has enough of a box-checking criteria to win. If he has the BAFTA, he has the overdue career narrative, he's highly respected. Also, like there's also a little bit of history-making win if Stellan Skarsgård wins, because he would be the first performance that's not primarily in the English language to win Best Supporting Actor. Like we've had, I know Troy Kotsur won for sign language performance, but like we've not had someone whose performance is primarily in another language other than English win in Best Supporting Actor. So him winning would be a little bit of Oscars history as well, but I don't know how many voters actually know that fun fact, that he would break that stat or make history that way, so I don't think people would vote for him for that reason. But yeah, I feel like there's enough of a compelling narrative and an emotional narrative for people to go for Skarsgård. So I feel, yeah, Skarsgård's probably who I would be predicting if he wins the BAFTA, and see who wins the SAG. But yeah, regardless of who wins the SAG, I will probably still be predicting Stellan Skarsgård. Lovely. Elio Fan 2008 says Jessie Buckley has the Oscar in the bag. That's the one where I agree. Yes, I feel like her and Paul Thomas Anderson, the director, they're pretty much the ones that are in the bag. Yeah, and Aaron Kulu. If that happens in supporting actor, I'd go with Skarsgård because of voting timing. Yes, but would it be a Kerry Condon / JLC and Best Picture win? Situation. I don't understand that comment, but thank you for it anyway. Sorry, and I think that's everything. Cool. Any last minute questions, guys, before I sign off? Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I think we're done. I've been chatting to you guys for an hour and 14 minutes, so from the bottom of my heart, if you guys are still here, thank you so much for sticking around for this long. Like, I really do appreciate it. It's been lovely to chat and predict the 2026 BAFTA winners with you guys, or my predictions anyway for them. But yeah, do let me know in the chats or the comments if you would like me to do a live stream or just a recap vid for the actual BAFTA winners, which are on next Sunday. And yes, if you enjoyed the video, do help hit the little like button for us. It's very good for the algorithm, gets the video out to more people. And I think that's everything. You can follow me on the socials as well. And just to say thank you so much for your time, and really appreciate all the chat. It's been lovely chatting with you guys, and wishing you all a lovely Sunday afternoon. I'm going to be watching Wuthering Heights shortly, so yeah, I'll probably end up doing a review for that because I've heard some things about that movie. But yes, thank you all so much for watching, guys. I'm Luke Hearfield, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye! All right. And cross it off.